Hey, beautiful souls, how's it going? You ever wonder why some people just don't see it? A lot of people, they just don't get it when it's so fucking obvious. The needlecraft, the agendas, all the psyops, all the information is out there. This is the time of the apocalypse, the great unveiling. All the truth is out there to see for anyone with eyes. So I'm sure if you've asked yourself a million times, why don't they see it? Why? It's so obvious, right? Well, the human mind is a computer, and computers are programmable. People run on programs. Like, you ever wonder how someone could go into a school and shoot everybody and then not remember what they did after? They just have no recollection. It's like they were under an MK Ultra mind control experiment. Someone said a few keywords, they got triggered, it's a trigger, and then they act on the trigger. And they can shoot a whole bunch of people in a casino, wherever, and then wake up, see all the dead people, a gun in their hand, and have no memory of what they did. Like when a person is drunk or on drugs, they can say a bunch of things, do something, and then have no recollection after of what they did and what they said. Even people who aren't on drugs, aren't drunk, haven't been MK Ultra mind controlled, abusers can abuse a child or a person for years and then have no recollection. Or they could abuse someone just one time and then have no memory after of what they did. So there's a few things that can go on. One, MK Ultra, direct mind control experiments. Programs on television, your television programming is programming people. Indoctrination, that's why so many doctors just don't see what's happening. They're programmed to think a certain way. It's a program that their mind is actually running on. With drugs and alcohol, it's usually entities, actual spirits that come in and take over the mind because the etheric field is open and entities can come in and they just take over the mind. How does this happen to people? And abusers who maybe spanked their child with a ruler for years, and then as an adult you confront them about it and they have no recollection. And it can be hurtful because they clearly did it, and you think, what, are they lying? But in their memory, they can't even remember abusing you as a child. And some people can't even remember abusing you yesterday. With these people, it's soul fragmentation. And what that is some trauma that happened to them as a child gets triggered. And then they act on that trigger from a totally different mind space. So there are a fuck ton of people walking around with fragmented souls that are more easily programmable by television programming, what they see on the news, what they're indoctrinated with. Some people have very open minds, and it's very obvious to them. Whole individuals, healed people. The agendas are plain as day, super obvious. Other people, you can give them a list a mile long of doctors and scientists, 10 million videos, 10 million articles, medical journals, and you wonder if they even read them because they still don't see how dangerous this needlecraft is. They don't see how everything's a scamdemic. They just don't see. And it's maddening. It's maddening to us. So what can we do? You know, nobody's going to save us. That's another agenda. That's another program. You can believe whatever you want. God bless you. But that's another agenda. Nobody is here to save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to get together, and we have to get together fast. We have to make communities and build from the ground up. Because there's no going back to the past. What are you paying so much taxes to fund the wars and fund all this shit? You think that's right? We need to build everything from scratch. Go back to bartering, out of this money system, build communities. How are we going to do that? We have to love fiercely and ferociously. We have to open our hearts, get together with your tribe, like-minded people, people who are awake, people who are healed, people who are aware. And we have to help to heal those who are not healed. I'm going to provide in the description box a whole list of different healers that you could reach out to. One does for free, takes one person for free every weekend, Kelly Chase, the Beyond Quantum Healing. It's a full day of healing. Part of it is removing entities from your body. Part of it is reprogramming your mind with the correct programs that you want and deprogramming the bad programs that are running. And the third part is hypnosis. I have done this healing with Kelly Chase. Anybody who does it can then go on to teach others. My healing took 8 hours. It's a 4 to 8 hour thing. You can take it with me if you want. I'll leave my email in the description, but I would charge $650 for this. Kelly does it for free. I'm not here to take your money. I just want everybody to be healed in whichever way they can, with whichever healer calls out to them. I'm going to leave a long list. There's Andrew Porter in the UK who does distance psychic surgery with a soul guide named Chen. And he can remove negative entities, repair soul fragmentation, and you don't even have to do anything. See, the beauty of the mind running on its programs is it's running on a subconscious all the time. Our conscious mind is really stupid. It's running on autopilot based on our subconscious programming. So if you learn hypnosis, transformational therapy, rapid transformational therapy, check out Marisa Peer. You can become initiated and healed with Sethikus Boza, Black Earth Productions. Check out Jessica's Inspiring Playful Revolution. Check out her YouTube channel where she has a whole lot of different healers talking. I am a systemic healer. I'm also a shaman. I have different approaches. I can find an approach that is in your budget, maybe just hypnosis, or yoga nidra even. I will provide Albert Bissada's email. So you can reach out to whichever healer that you want if you think your soul is fragmented, and it probably is. If you've been through trauma, you have some fragmentation of your soul, and you want to retrieve all of that to become whole and integrated in your head, to have control of your mind. Own your fucking mind. It's so important right now, because this is World War III. There are so many agendas going on, and that have been going on for a long time. The Neo-Feminist Agenda is one of them. Feminism, it's great that women have equal rights, but the way they promoted it with neo-feminism just castrates men and makes like the slogans are like anything a man can do, a woman can do better. Like, it's not true. Men and women are not equal. We're equally important, but we're not equal. And we do need men, as men need women. And it is mission critical that men and women come together. It's a psyop to destroy the nuclear family, because this is how communities are formed, how humanity goes on. To join with your divine masculine or divine feminine, you have to be a whole and complete individual. If you're a woman, you have to already have the divine masculine energy around you, containing you and supporting you to attract that in. And men have to know They have to forget this programming that they're not needed and not useful, because what happens to men when they get that programming is they become passive. It's like, okay, I'm not needed, I'm not needed. And then they become passive and they become like another child. And so you have women who are burning out, doing way too much, because they're not letting men know that they are needed, they are wanted, they are useful, they serve a purpose. And this is to protect and contain and support the feminine. Men enjoy doing this. It gives men a sense of worth. Men need to have a sense of worth, and women need to be able to relax sometimes, because we're burning out and we're going nuts, right? Humanity is just, it's crumbling apart, and this is all due to the agendas out to destroy humanity. We have so many attacks coming at all angles. But the beauty of it is the human technology is so much more powerful than all their little psyop agendas. And once you understand how the human mind works, how your subconscious can be programmed correctly, how you can be healed. Healing shouldn't be a never-ending journey for the same things. You can heal the old shit that happened, even if you've been suffering for decades. Get it out of your head that you'll always be suffering about that. You can totally reprogram that. Yes, new shit will come into your life, and you'll have to do constant dusting, constant rehealing of new shit that comes in. But you shouldn't still be struggling with past trauma. There are so many healers, so many techniques, so many ways to get your soul back together, because trauma does fragment your soul and puts you at odds with yourself. So it's super important to love fiercely, starting with yourself. Love yourself, become integrated, become whole. Learn healing techniques, become healed, and share that with others. We are the ground troops. And we have to get organized very fast. We are the majority. We're not the minority. And these dark fuckers reek of desperation, because they're going down. They're totally exposed, and they are going down. They have attempted this before on humanity, and they have failed, and they will fail again. Okay, we have already won this war. Stop waiting for a rescuer. Go out, get help if you need help. There's always help available when you ask for it. I'm gonna leave a whole long list in the description again. Let's love fiercely, hug each other, unite, and build community. That's my message for today. I love you all. Bye.